I mean, did these 10 years just fly by or what?
A double-digit coach. I've never even heard that before. It has flown by. In some ways, it's felt like forever. In other ways, it's been quick, and so it's hard to believe it's been that long, though, to be honest.
So here we go. Expectations as high as they've ever been for any women's basketball team at Oregon State. You have a recruiting class that looks pretty darn impressive. Maybe just a quick bit about the 3 players that are coming in.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got Kennedy Brown and Taylor Jones, Jelena Mitrovic. They're 3 dynamic players. They're all post players. Kennedy has the ability to slide out, I believe, to the 3, and play 3 positions. Her skill set's unique in that she is so comfortable on the perimeter with the ball. She's a very good 3-point shooter, but she also is 6'5", all of 6'5", if not a little bit more, and has the most fundamental feed of anyone that I've coached coming in, in the post. Amazing passer, and she's a great natural defender. And so there's no surprise, I guess, that she was a McDonald's All-American. I mean, that's, she's so multifaceted. And then Taylor Jones, I think, could have been a McDonald's player had she not missed last summer coming off an injury. And so she wasn't out on the circuit last summer, where a lot of times those decisions are made. But she had a phenomenal senior year. Taylor's 6'3", with long arms, so she's actually taller than that if you look at how she plays the game. Has a beautiful jump hook, is a tenacious rebounder, shot blocker, just a great athlete. And so those are 2 dynamic, American kids, just as good as it gets, coming to join us. Jelena is a 6'9" center from Serbia. A late sign this year, visited in January. She's also got a dynamic skill set in the fact that she can shoot from the perimeter. She's a great passer. She's got amazing hands for a player that size. She's got a deceptive athleticism to her game. She likes to block shots. She likes to go up and get rebounds in the air. A great outlet passer. And so we got 3 players that are going to come in, and I'm anticipating they make an immediate impact.
Michaela Pivec. What else can you say about Michaela? Pan Am Games bound. You were the assistant coach, in 2015? You know all about what a big deal this is.
I couldn't be happier for a person than I am Michaela Pivec. It's as well-deserved as anybody in that situation. It reminds me a lot of Sydney Weiss. Sydney had paid her dues, didn't have a history at USA to that point, and then went into trials and made the University Games team 4 years ago. And this time Mick does the same thing, goes in to a trials where people know of her, they've watched her, they've admired her, but they don't know her game, haven't been around her. She won over the committee, the people that were the decision makers, but it doesn't take long for you to recognize her value. This is a player that can play 4 positions. She's somebody that is the consummate team player. She's as great a teammate as you can imagine, and will do anything to help those people around her be successful. What I've learned, through my experiences, that's what you need. It's 21-day experience from the beginning of training camp to the gold medal game, where you're going to experience so many different things, and you're going to have to be diverse. You're going to have to be flexible. You're going to have to rise and make plays in different positions. Who knows? We experienced an injury that really switched things up for us. We had people playing out of position. So people like Michaela are absolute gold in a situation like that, when you're trying to win gold. And so she'll be a huge asset for them. But for her to wear the red, white, and blue, I know it means the world to her family, and to all of us. We're just so happy for her.
Aaliyah Goodman, you had some news that you broke at the meeting here this morning in Portland, the Beaver State Tour. What about Aaliyah? And she seems like she likes playing 3-on-3.
She loves it. The international version of 3-on-3 is a game that just doesn't stop. The ball goes through the net. It's already inbounds for the other team. They throw it quickly to the three-point line. It's a half-court game. It's a fabulous game to watch. A 12-second shot clock. It's so fast. It's relentless. So the mind is so powerful. And you talk about Aaliyah Goodman, you talk about coach on the floor. That's what everybody would say. I mean, that's somebody that just has a high basketball IQ. It's evident when you watch her play, and she's highly skilled. And so her game just is a perfect complement to that game. And so she's very effective. And so her mind switches quickly offense to defense. She's got the ability to knock threes down, to lead her team, to communicate in a game where coaching's not allowed once the 10-minute clock starts. And so USA Basketball recognized that. They invited her and Destiny down to a tournament in Las Vegas a couple weeks ago as independent players. They put them on teams, and I know they both performed very well. I got the call last week that they were interested in adding Aaliyah Goodman to a 6-person team that's going to represent the U.S. around the world in several tournaments, and she's going to be leaving on Tuesday to go to China to compete for her country. And so just another incredible story and incredible opportunity for a well-deserving person.
Scott, we could go on and on. I appreciate the time.
My pleasure, Ron. As always, go Beavs.